it is a Super Bowl tradition over at the Maritime Aquarium in Norwalk. For the last few years, Orange the seal predicted who would win, but Orange is no longer around.
Yeah, so they have another seal, Rasal, and they're going to take over the important role of picking that winning team. So she was actually the first one to make the pick for the aquarium back in 2012. And get this, she chose the Patriots to win that year. Unfortunately, they lost to the Giants, so I don't know how well that's going to work. But this year, she's going for the Pats yet again. I mean,
now, how did she choose? Do we know? Was it fish? Was it, how did she
I think it was the fish, and they had the helmets there up against the glass, so she swam to the team that she thought would win. So we'll see if Rasal's correct. I know a lot of the bookies here in New Haven, they've got their money with Rasal, so we'll see.
What are the odds,
how things go this year, yeah.
All right, so this was a surprising story. Even if you plan on staying home to watch the Super Bowl, the big game, it's still going to cost you some money.
Yeah, big money. I think it's around 81 bucks the average person is going to spend this year. That's according to a new survey from the National Retail Federation. That guy's pretty juiced up over there. So 182 million people are expected to watch the big game. 7% of them are going to buy a new TV. 79% plan to buy food and drinks, which you kind of need.
That's where the money comes in.
Yeah, Pizza Hut expects to sell more than 2 million pizzas on game day. And the National Chicken Council never knew there was such thing. They estimate that Americans will eat more than 1.3 billion chicken wings.
How did chicken wings become affiliated with the Super Bowl? Yeah,
because they're good, that's why. But it's enough chicken wings to stretch from Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts to LA 28 times back and forth. That's how many chicken wings we're going to be consuming there.
That's crazy. All right. Do you have a flavor that you prefer?
Yeah, just hot.
Just hot.
Hotter than hot.
That's
right?
what I like.
I'm like a huge wing connoisseur, so maybe
I didn't realize.
I think this year maybe you can whap
some up.
Why don't you just whap up a little dish of them nice little hot wings and bring them on over now. No, but I think you should make some hot wings and bring them on the show, and we could do a little taste test before the big game. What do you think?
Might be a thought.
I know you're a true chef.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the kitchen there.
All right, now to the big game. The Super Bowl is just 5 days away, and last night both teams took center stage at opening night.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you have a battle of two quarterbacks here, Tom Brady and Jared Goff. They are taking each other on, and one
is a lot older than the other.
Yeah, exactly. And ABC's TJ Holmes is here with a little bit more.
Super Bowl 53 festivities are officially underway in Atlanta. And Tom Brady and the Patriots, in particular Rob Gronkowski, are keeping things loose.
Can't wait to hear from the dancing Gronk. Brady's loving it.
The Patriots are making their third straight appearance in the Super Bowl, and Brady is looking for his 6th ring. He came face-to-face with the Rams quarterback Jared Goff, who was in elementary school when Brady won his first Super Bowl.
What sort of advice would you give this guy as he gets ready to take on the big bad Patriots?
I'm not giving him any advice.
The two quarterbacks are separated by the largest age gap, 17 years, 72 days, of any starting quarterback matchup in Super Bowl history.
For me, growing up, he was winning Super Bowls when I was young, when I was 7, 8 years old. So impressive, and a guy that I had looked up to throughout my whole childhood.
But with all their differences, check out the similarities. Both quarterbacks grew up in the Bay Area. Both were 49ers fans. Both are huge fans of quarterback Joe Montana. Brady calls Montana his idol. Goff even wears Montana's old number, 16. Brady ultimately praised his young quarterback counterpart on what he's accomplished so far.
First pick in the draft, a lot of expectation, and he's had an incredible year.
We'll see who takes home the cake on that one, I guess.
So are you having a party? Are you going to a party?
I'm going to my buddy's, my friend Ty's house. We're going to have some of those wings over there, but it should be interesting to see who takes home the big win. We shall see. How about Gronk there, though? I mean, with those dance moves, do you see those before? He's never not dancing, right? He's having a good time. Who's your pick for the big game? I mean, do you have someone that you...
Not the Patriots.
Not the Really? So you realize
enough.
Like 90% of our viewers right now are like...
We're all still friends. We're all still friends.
And he was saying... I kind of connect with Jared Goff because I remember being in elementary school, and I would turn on the television, I would say, she's my idol, Teresa Dufour. I want to work with her.
So funny.
And now, look where I'm sitting next to you, and it's like full circle.
All right, enough.
I'm kidding.
You're not.
We're only 3 years apart. No. I love you. It's all in good fun.
Let's move on to the next story, because I'm a big fan of Bradley Cooper.
Yes, all right.
And of course, we're looking forward to the halftime show there. You might recall Lady Gaga performed a few years back, and now some of her fans in Vegas were overjoyed with a surprise at Gaga's concert Sunday night. fantastic. Bradley Cooper made a surprise appearance. He joined Lady Gaga on stage and sang the song Shallow from their movie A Star Is Born. That's impressive.
Oh, my goodness.
That is great.
It's funny because a lot of people on Twitter were saying how surprised they were because in the movie you never really know how much of...
Is he really singing?
Right.
How well can he sing? That type of thing.
And I mean, to see him go on stage and sing like that, the guy is certainly multifaceted, very talented guy. And it's cool because Lady Gaga has those acting chops, nominated for Best Actress in the Oscars.
And the song is nominated, the director is nominated, so...
But, Teresa, that's what happens. You know, there could be 100 people in the room, and 99 don't believe in you, but all you need is for that one who does, and they can change your life, right? Now, A Star Is Born is nominated for 8 Oscar nominations, and another film
You're on a roll today.
nominated for 8 Oscars is Vice. And tomorrow on CT Style, we present our official parody of the film.
All right, I recognize both of those people.
Okay, and they are...
It's your dad, radio legend Jerry Christopher.
Dressed up as Dick Cheney, and I'm somewhere between George Bush and Stewart from Mad TV. I'm not quite sure, but interestingly enough...
Was that your real hair?
No,
or no,
that's not my real hair.
Oh, I didn't know if they like combed it down.
It's a wig, okay? Yeah, it is a nice comb over, but it's interesting because it's all about George Bush and Dick Cheney, and tomorrow is Dick Cheney and Christian Bale's birthday, who plays Dick Cheney in the film, ironically
so
enough.
Very fitting then.
All right.
So we're going to get to see this preview?
All tomorrow, super fitting for tomorrow's show, so stay tuned for that, and then the Oscars are going to be on February 24th right here on ABC. Are you saying that I should go with more of a salt and pepper look? Are you a fan?
Maybe in 10 years, or 20, I guess. All right, is the lure of the beach calling you?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, then this is very fitting because today is National Plan a Vacation Day.
Yeah, so whether you'd like to swap this cold weather for some warm, get out on a vacation, book it, get it going. My girlfriend Alexa has been texting me. We were at Sun Wine Fest, and I don't know if it was because of the wine, but afterwards she said, "Hey, babe, I signed us up for 2 vacations." And I was like, "Wait,
did you
what?"
Win?
No,
was it like a silent thing? Or?
I know, like, it's one of the timeshare things where you have to go and go on the 2-hour meeting with them and then tell them, "Oh, sorry, we don't have money." But I'm like, I don't want to go because then you feel guilty. And
well, what's the destination?
One's in, like, New Hampshire and another is a cruise. And I'm like, why'd you sign us up for this stuff? Like, we don't have the money for this. So
well, that's
I don't
fun,
know.
though.
What's the best ever vacation that you've ever been on? I mean, I know you've been on a lot.
I don't know. My honeymoon was great. We went to this little private island called Petite St. Vincent. We had to take a boat. It was tough to get there. Look it up online. It's a great little secret island. What about you?
I was going to say the beach at Old Lyme. I don't know. That was.
You like the pavilion?
Yeah, that's a fun time over there, I guess.
All right.